Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and you're watching a reading for Scorpio, July 2020. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars and Jupiter, in case you know your astrology well. I am reading the tarot in combination with Western astrology. I use occasional oracle cards, but mainly I use tarot cards, and I do general readings. So this is a reading that I'm trying to do as general as possible, so you can apply it to all kinds of life situation, love, finances, family, relationships that are not love relationships. So I'm trying to really pack everything in this reading on more of course, superficial level. If you want to go deeper, you can always book a private reading with me. You find my email address in the description box below. You also find my web shop in the description box below, where you can order readings directly. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram and on my Facebook, then you get all the news and updates there as well. Please give me a like, subscribe, comment. You know the deal if you like this channel, and I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna just clean the energy a little bit. I'm using sage, and for all the people who are into smudging, I just think that it's really enough. You can buy these loose leaves, you know, like smudging leaves and sage leaves, and I will put a link down below for Amazon in case you're interested. I think it's really more than enough for just cleaning up the energy when you're working with cards or divination, because a smudging stick is often very intense, and even if you're new to smudging, it's a good way to start, because some people don't really like or have a hard time getting used to the smell. It's a very intense smell. So wow, okay, Scorpio, there is a lot of stuff happening for you. That's too much information. So yeah, working with single leaves, I find enough if you're in a space, in a more intimate space, and you want to cleanse the energy. So just in case you're interested. All right, we have eclipse season, we have Venus going direct again. There's a couple of things going on. We have Mercury retrograde, then Mercury is moving into Cancer direct, or is still in Cancer and is moving direct on July 12th. So you know the deal, hopefully, with Mercury retrograde. Don't sign contracts, don't really pay attention to the details if you don't have to sign contracts, I would say. New relationships, starting something new with a very new person is also often difficult, so beware of that. Just take some time with starting anything new. After, I would say, around July 20th, when also the shadow phase is over, with a new moon in Cancer on July 20th, and we have a full moon in Capricorn. That is the last one of the eclipse cycle. So there's big changes there. Big changes are really possible right now, and we're really closing a huge cycle, especially when it comes to discipline, work related things. So yeah, let's look at the cards for you, Scorpio. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh yeah, that's all work stuff. Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. All right. So Nine of Swords in reverse. That's good. I think you're moving into something here with the Nine of Swords in reverse, where you might feel like you're done overthinking a specific topic. You understand that overthinking is really not giving you any protection anymore. It's really making things worse. And you might really not find the solution within yourself right now. It's not up here also. I think you start understanding that you cannot solve a problem up here. It's more like going further down to your heart space, or even better, your gut space, to be able to move on from something. And I see it's really about moving on from something. With the Eight of Cups, you're coming into the Eight of Cups. So in case it's work related, and I have a little bit of a feeling, because there's a lot of Pentacle energy. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I have a little bit of a feeling that you were trying to focus on a new thing lately, and or you decided to go into a new thing, and that is also a long-term commitment in a way. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a job, maybe it's just a decision where you decide to really put more work, more value, more resources into a certain cause, or into a person, or into a job, or into a project. And it seems a lot. I think it seems a lot. Maybe it's a lot of things you have to juggle, and it's hard to find the focus with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's hard maybe to find, it seems like you're working but you don't have results. Maybe that might be the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, where you feel like you're putting a lot of hard work or really like labor into something, and you can't see the results. But most of the time with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's either not finding focus, or not or having a hard time finding the right thing to do. You know, sometimes we do things and work on things, and we spend a lot of time on unnecessary things, and we don't get results. And sometimes it's just really not so much how much time it is, but how specifically you focus on a certain task, and then it's done, you know, then it's really fast. And maybe you just were missing the actual thing that needed to be done, and all of a sudden everything comes together. So that's kind of like the energy I think you're stuck in right now, finding the focus. But I see you're coming into the Eight of Cups, and with the Eight of Cups, you're definitely able emotionally also to understand how to move away from a certain way of doing things when it comes to your emotional fulfillment also. So maybe with a job, you understand that you're in a position where maybe it's hard to focus because you're not really, it's not giving you the full emotional satisfaction that you would like. I mean, not every job is going to do that all the time, but you know there is more. With the Eight of Cups, we know there is more. We know there is still more cups to go, even though the Eight is already a lot, and there's already a lot happening, and already a lot growing out of this. But at the same time, it's not actually not what you wanted. And that is this Tower moment here that is breaking down, because you build this, and now the plants that are growing out of the things you were watering, they really pull down the top of this tower, which means they pull down the idea that you had of something that now you understand is not what is fulfilling. Now that you have it, you understand this is not enough. It's really a not enough card, I think, the Eight of Cups. So let's see if we can get a little more information here. The Hermit in reverse, and the Four of Cups. Yes, I mean, it's really, with the Hermit in reverse, it's really about now having a hard time also finding the answers within yourself, and also trying to orient yourself emotionally outside to get more answers, to get more understanding, and to get more grounding. Still, with the Hermit in reverse, I would advise you to look at why it is a little hard to really be by yourself right now, or find a feeling or a sentiment of I'm enough. I don't need people to tell me. I don't need people to give me something. I have it in myself, within myself, because the danger with this feeling is that you might take on something that you actually don't want, you know, just because somebody is giving you something or offering you something and you say like, yeah, whatever, okay, I take it, even though because there is some sort of lack within yourself right now that you might be feeling, so you're just taking it on and you're like, well, okay, if nothing else is coming along, then I'm just gonna take this, you know. So be careful of that, because with the Four of Cups, that's often the feeling. But at the same time, it's also learning saying no to those offers. So I think this is a little bit the challenge here. This is a little bit the quest here that you are in July, to learn how, even though things might seem like, even though it might be hard to find the focus and the discipline to really build yourself up in a way that you feel grounded and fulfilled within yourself and able to also reach higher, even though it's hard right now to get to that point. Don't just settle for less, because the Four of Cups really says don't settle for less also. I will pull an affirmators card. That's very practical advice. Maybe some of you know the decks. I put all the decks in the description box below, so if you're interested in what I'm using here, then you'll find the cards down there. Okay, let's see. I love those cards, they're really fun. Power, oh, that's nice. I am strong, and this is interesting because I was talking about being grounded here with the Eight of Pentacles. So the card says, I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, because this picture. But not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong, it doesn't need to do anything but be. Yeah, it seems like this is also some sort of advice right now, because with the Nine of Swords also that I saw before, it's very much like, okay, it's not, you cannot force an idea right now. You cannot force yourself into a situation or position right now. It's difficult. All right, so I'm gonna also pull a postcard. I use these postcards, I collect them in museums, and it's art postcards mostly, so I just very randomly buy them. I can't believe he's coming out again. This is, I think, the third reading, so this is a collective topic right now. Richard Gerstl, this is a portrait. It's an Austrian painter, and it's a portrait of his father. So it's very much about control, about discipline, about also being your own boss. I see a lot of the Emperor in this, so the Emperor card. Maybe there is a father theme right now that you want to look at a little bit. You want to work on a little deeper. You know, write down stuff, because I see this table in the background, and also be your own master, be in control of yourself. So this is somehow what I sense from this card, very much control, and sternness, but not in a brutal way, you know, more in like a fatherly way, in a caring fatherly way for yourself. So yeah, there you go, Scorpio. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. Please share also these videos if you think this is a way to read the tarot that you enjoy or other people might enjoy, because there is obviously a lot of tarot readers out there, and it's difficult in the English-speaking realm, virtual realm, really to get some reach, because I'm mostly doing the readings in German, and I'm doing this for a while now also in English, so I'm trying to really get some reach in the English speaking area, because I think that this is maybe a little different and people might enjoy my different take on things. So yeah, please share with your friends, your colleagues, or whoever is a fan of the tarot and wants to maybe deepen their knowledge a little bit. And yeah, thank you so much for listening, and thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.